So join me on my show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, so we can discover the unknown you. Call in to join the conversation at 888-565-1470. Let's get started. Hey, everyone. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
it's
everybody.
Monday, and I am here. You know what? I just got to share. I have to share this out to everyone out there on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining on Facebook. Thank you for joining me on Periscope and on YouTube if you are watching live. And for those of you who are tuning in on the radio on 95.3 FM or 1470 AM, thank you so much for joining me. And I wanted to also say thank you to Norma Guerrero, who you know what I'm doing here, right? You know, I'm trying to share it out on Facebook, everybody. So Norma Guerrero nominated me for this really incredible event. It's the 100 Outstanding Women of Broward County for the Boys and Girls Club of America. And I just want to say thank you, Norma. And this whole event, which is on May 10th, it's the 10th anniversary of this event. And it is all there to help raise money for the Boys and Girls Club. And they raise most of their funds during this event. So on that note, I have a link on my website, acradio.live, that you can go to right now, acradio.live. And I'm asking for 100 friends to donate $10 to the Boys and Girls Club of America. 100 friends, just donate $10. That's all I'm asking for. Everybody can probably find $10 to donate to the Boys and Girls Club of America. And just follow that link and you can donate your $10 right there on that link. And the money goes towards these amazing children who, have a place after school to go to and continue learning and build a community and build relationships. And, they get so much value from the Boys and Girls Club. I actually spoke there earlier this month as one of the role models that achieved. I was invited to speak at the Boys and Girls Club in Pompano Beach. And it was so much fun. I got to tour the facility, and they're doing so much great work for these boys and girls. And it's only $15 for the entire year for these kids to come in and have a place to stay, get a hot meal, and also snacks, and do their homework. They have sports activities, they have learning, they have arts and crafts, they have the computer lab. They have so many things for them to be a part of. So please, please, please support the Boys and Girls by donating and helping me out as one of the nominees for the 100 Outstanding Women of Broward County, and I will be ever so grateful. Thank you. So, and that's enough about that. I wanted to let you know I have a really special guest in the studio today. Yes, finally I have a guest in studio. I've been doing a lot of video conferencing and my special guest today is a good friend of mine, a fellow colleague, a fellow makeup artist and branding expert, Maria Miliotis. She is joining me live, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Maria, and then we're going to have a chit-chat, right?
Sure.
So Maria Miliotis is a nationally acclaimed makeup artist who owns and operates an award-winning agency called Faceworks International for the past 18 years. She has degrees in skincare and cosmetology. She has taught in conferences and has been a spokesmodel for national commercials representing product lines throughout her 20-plus year career. She has been featured on Lifetime TV for her makeup techniques and worked with celebrities from Miami Beach to New York City. Her makeup artistry has been featured in numerous publications such as Vogue, and she has published articles in local magazines regarding skincare and image branding. Faceworks International offers on-site hair and makeup artists for special events such as weddings, from New York all the way down to the Keys, which is where we were this past weekend, working down at the Keys.
Yes, we were.
And her sister agency, Branding by Faceworks, specializes in creating the right brand for your personalized look by offering on-site photographers, hair and makeup artists with creative direction and they do large group corporate headshots to individual journalistic style photo shoots. So,
ooh, that's a mouthful.
Yes, welcome, Maria. And I've known you for several years now.
Yes.
We've been friends and colleagues,
Yes.
and you have this really, not just a vibrant personality, but you have this confidence that just radiates from the inside of you, that no matter what, you always know that, you know, you're going to conquer the world. So where does that come from for you?
Well, you have to have that confidence. There's no other choice, right? So I think a lot of it comes from having, I'm a courageous person, and I make a decision. And when I make a decision in life, I don't just think about it. I don't just dream about it. I think the first thing is just to make a choice. Mm-hmm. So I make a choice that I want to make a difference. And then when you do that, you have failures that come along the way. But
inevitable.
That's okay, right? But that's okay, because
so you're not afraid of failing.
Absolutely not. I'm not afraid of failing. You can't be afraid. You know, if you're afraid, fear restricts you, first of all. So you have to take chances in life. You have to go through the doors of opportunity. And if you fail, you build confidence, because you will get back up on your feet somehow, in some way. And you can't be too rigid about, this a specific way that you want your life to be. Just be a little bit malleable and a little patient. And I think you build confidence that way. It's worked for me anyway. And I'm always reinventing myself.
Yeah, because you lived here in South Florida for many years.
Yeah.
20 years you lived here.
That's right.
And then you just, one day you said, I'm going to New York. I'm going to live in New York, and I'm just going to run my business from New York. Yeah, and I'm like, Maria, what? She's like, I'm a single woman. I don't have any children. I'm just going to go. And she just packed up her stuff and she moved to New York.
I just did that. I sold everything, and I decided to. It's the second time in my life that I've done that, actually, because when I was a young girl, around 20 years old, I decided, from a small town in Virginia, I decided to leave and go to South Beach. You know, what better place to live than South Beach in the 90s, you know?
Right?
I worked as an esthetician in a salon, and I said, you know what? That's okay, but that's not a big dream. So when I dream, I want to dream big, and I wanted kind of a glamorous lifestyle. I wanted something very artistic, and that was a place where it was really happening. I knew no one. I knew very little, about, life tools and things like that.
You were in your early 20s.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? I just, I was courageous. I was fearless. I moved to Miami. I got listed with some agencies. I became a makeup artist and worked with celebrities. And
you did some modeling. And
I did do some modeling and things like that. And, the thing is also that sometimes people will, you have to be true to yourself as well, because where I come from, it's like inappropriate really to be a makeup artist and living in Miami and running around and, modeling and things like that. You're supposed to go to college and get married and, maybe work as a secretary or something like that. And so it has kind of, it has sort of like an unknown sort of reputation to certain people. But I took the chance and I did it, and that's where I got my ideas. At that point, I didn't know Faceworks. I would birth Faceworks.
Right.
But from having had those experiences is how I ended up having an opportunity to start my own agency in hair and makeup. So that was the first time. So the second time you do it, you decide to up and take off and leave is a little bit easier.
I know. And so we do more or less, again, some of the same. I bring people on that I know in my circle, and a lot of us do some of the same things. And I had someone on not too long ago. Again, we do exactly the same things. We're public speakers, authors, we teach women confidence. We were makeup artists, and here we are again, makeup and branding and everything else. That we do The same thing.
We think the same way.
And then, you know, the thing is, I'm not afraid to have someone on my show that does the similar things to me. That to me, there's no competition, because you do things your way, I do things my way. There are very different ways to do the same thing.
Yes.
So there's no competition with us, and I just want to give people an opportunity to hear from someone else. You don't have to sit and listen to me all day, but to hear from someone else's perspective on their success and how they see the world and how their vision is for the world. So, as a makeup artist and a branding expert, how do you help women now discover that confidence within themselves? Because you do photo shoots and that kind of stuff.
I do. Well, hopefully I start off by planting a seed in their mind. I have followers on social media, and I've had people that I had someone recently that's been following me and watching me for years, and she flew across the country.
Yeah.
And she said, wow, look at this. Again, here she is in her 40s. She decided, voila, I'm moving to Manhattan. It's always been a dream. I don't know anyone. I don't know anything. Here I go. But I did that, and she was watching me. And so I think the inspiration, planting the seed of inspiration, being an example, and sometimes it helps me as well, because I get that little push and I say, you know what? I've got to be the best that I can be, because people are watching me, and they're depending on me, and I want them to feel good and look good. So that's the first step. And then as far as in my business, when I get them in, I feel that with what I do, of course, doing the makeovers, with the makeup and the hairstyling and all of that, and giving a woman the confidence to know and see and understand how she can look her very best.
Because I listen to you when you're doing makeup on people, and you are pumping them up.
I give them confidence, right?
You really, you know, you talk them through this process so well.
It's an experience.
When you're doing makeup on them. I'm always listening to you, Maria. Yeah, we worked together this weekend. We worked together this weekend, and she fills the room when she arrives. She just fills, her whole personality fills up the room, and so I think that also helps through the process when you're working, especially with brides who may be nervous because they're not used to being the center of attention. Giving them that confidence to know that, you know, they're looking good and they're.
Well, yeah, you're right. And I always say that when people call me and say, well, you know, why should we choose you? There's other artists, there's agencies. I said, well, we make it an experience.
Right.
We really make it an experience. And I have solid friendships with my clients. I mean, I don't believe in, you don't mix business and pleasure. My clients are my friends. I nurture them. I care about them. I want them to look good. I have women that are newly divorced and, you know, want to get back in the dating scene. So we take photos for their dating profiles. I have women that are getting married.
Close to the mic.
Oh, I have women that are that are getting married, and maybe their family's a little stressful, so I comfort them as well. So you have to there's a little psychology that's involved in it as well, I think.
Yes, because it's not just slapping makeup on your face and saying,
no,
go your way.
No,
you look beautiful. Go ahead.
Right. No, unless they're not very nice. No. And I'm like,
we only deal with nice people. We only have great clients and deal with nice people.
True.
And so when it comes to branding someone, how do you look at branding?
Well, we do image branding. So it's when you have a personal brand, when you're an entrepreneur, you have to put your best face forward, because they have only 7 seconds to size you up.
Even less. And in this society, it's even less.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's worse.
So it's within, it's even worse than that. It's within seconds. So when they say you don't judge a book by its cover, that's baloney, because everyone's going to judge you. Sorry, that's the way it is in today's world.
It's like
with social
1.8
media.
seconds. People automatically know if they're going to listen to you and if they're going to, and what degree of importance they pay to what you're about to say. So you have very little time to impress someone.
Make an impact. And, you know, the nice thing about my agency is that we have everybody. You don't have to go to a photographer, makeup artist, hairstylist, graphic designer separately. I'm the creative director. I do free consultation. So I meet with you. We get a plan in mind, and we take it from there. And then we can, you know, I have great packages and fair prices, and it's much easier to have
all in one.
All in one, and have someone manage all of that, because there's so many people that are just even using, like, just from their phones, and that's it. You know, if you don't look like you've invested in yourself,
right,
how are other people going to invest in you?
Right.
No?
Especially for business. Listen,
right,
if you are in business and you're conducting business, having a selfie as your profile picture, like on LinkedIn, or a professional website on your own website, unless your website is about selfies, and unless you're using Instagram as your website, which I am not kidding you, some people do.
It.
They just use Instagram as their website. You know, it's time to step up your game a little bit and not look at just taking selfies and posting them as your professional pictures and sending those out as headshots. You need to get professionally done headshots.
And when we've done groups like corporate or, you know, for businesses, and they have all of these photos for LinkedIn, they say what a difference that makes. It's unbelievable. I mean, people have actually called and told me I got a job as soon as I changed the picture out.
Yeah.
And
it makes such a difference.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, yes, Phyllis, they need you to help them get dressed, since she just posted that up on Facebook.
They need
her, Phyllis. She is a wardrobe stylist. So,
we need her services too.
Yeah, that women need her services too.
Okay, Phyllis. You know, leave us your number.
Yeah, I have Phyllis's number. She's a client of mine. So,
good.
Yes. But packaging yourself the right way is so important. And branding has so many different elements to it. You know, personal branding, business branding, there are so many elements to it. And your appearance is just one element of branding yourself.
Of course.
And that is what you do so well, is helping people to put their best face and image forward. So what other things can we talk about with confidence, Maria?
Ooh, so many things.
We did discuss on our drive down to the Keys about not just the business, but sales. Let's talk about sales.
We talked about so many things.
Yeah. We can talk. It was like 10 hours in the car. I know it was just the keys.
It was just the keys.
We were like in the car for 10 hours.
Never a minute of silence.
Oh, Sam says, thank you, Maria, for your courage, which inspires us to follow our dreams. Thank you, Sam.
Oh, thank you. I love
Dr.
that.
Sam.
That's my favorite. And a doctor at that. You see? I feel important.
So let's talk about sales and courage, too, because like when I posted this on Facebook to you know, I said that you can sell ice to an Eskimo, and it's so true. You can sell anything to anyone.
That's a good gift to have.
She has a really good gift of sales, and and I know from a very young age you worked in your parents' restaurant. So did that come from that?
Did you know? Yes, I think so. I think that I think part of it is just personality, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm I'm not an introvert, obviously.
That's for
sure. But I grew up in restaurants and beauty salons, and so we were always in the service business.
Yeah.
And I'm always I'm very passionate about food, and that's how I started, and I'm passionate about my work and makeup and everything else. So if it's something that I truly love, I mean, I don't just sell. If it's something that I truly love I'm excited about, I just express my passion.
You do.
And, you know,
I just like the lipstick you're wearing.
Like the lipstick. This is kitten
pink.
Kitten pink. Oh, I love it. And it's a velvety finish. It's one of Alicia's lipsticks. And I told her before we came in today, I said, Please bring me that lipstick. I was selling them like crazy at the wedding, over $100, you know, with these lip glosses, because I love the lip glosses. And so that's why today I got jealous and I said, I want one. Bring me one when we go.
So she can sell. She sells. So for those of you who are in sales, take that tip. You need to be passionate about what it is you're selling. And when you're passionate about it,
yes,
it translates to other people and it becomes contagious.
It does. And
it's not about a formula necessarily, but it's about...
I mean, I never took sales class. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take classes and things like that, but I mean, I just believe in being authentic. And if it's something that I enjoy and I believe, first of all, get it out of your mind that you're forcing something down. There's one thing to be pushy and to just sell for the sake of selling, and it's another thing to be passionate, excited that this is something that they need.
Yeah, so that it's a benefit.
That it's
You're
a benefit.
Offering a benefit
that I felt like I did everyone a favor.
You did.
How dare they go through the wedding and not, you know, gloss their lips?
Not have a lipstick.
I mean, come on. I said, no, you can't have, you can't go all day. You got to have gorgeous lips. So, I mean, you know, and the one that I use underneath my eyes that everyone needs to see.
The 60-second facelift.
If they see the bags under my eyes before and after, I mean, who wouldn't want to buy that?
Yeah.
So...
That's another product. I have the 60-second facelift. It's on my website. Yeah.
And it works.
And it works really well.
And it works really well. So you need to be passionate. You need to find something that you love, that you believe in, and also get it out of your mind as far as, you know, being afraid that you come across that you're a pushy or they can't afford something or whatever it is. Just you know, express how much you love the product and sell something that fits that individual's needs, whether it's a lipstick or a home, whatever it is. So I think that's that key.
Helps that helps the process so much, because when especially you, because like I said, I always listen to you when we're working together.
You do. You don't have a choice.
I don't have a choice. See,
poor thing.
I just sit quietly and I let Maria run the show. Let me tell you, I'm like a mouse on the wall.
I know.
If you could believe that, I'm like a little fly on the wall. I'm listening in my little corner doing my thing, and I let Maria just take over. But
you have it easy, actually.
I have it easy. I don't have to say nothing. I just do my work and keep quiet. But I was listening to, you know, again, with the lipsticks, we brought extra lipsticks and stuff in case anybody wanted them. But again, it's just providing a benefit. You know, we were trying to match their lip colors and stuff, and you were just giving them the benefits of the lipsticks and how moisturizing they are, and they have healing properties, and they have all these things that help condition the lips and keep them soft and supple, but also look this nice velvety finish and all this stuff. And you were just telling them all the things that you loved about the lipsticks, and they were like, I need that.
Exactly. And why not share information that you know and that
it's about educating your consumer too. So
educating your consumer. And, you know, the thing is someone said that they wanted something that wouldn't benefit them, I would steer them in the right direction.
Right.
You know, and I was very particular. No. And
force anything on anybody.
And I'm very particular about, like, if you notice, like, getting that right color. Because you were looking, I said, no, we got to get this, whatever this that I'm wearing. I love this shade. It's very natural. And I wanted that kitten pink. So
so she got the kitten pink. And I have just bitten. My red lips are just bitten.
You got some hot lips on there, girlfriend.
Yeah. We turned this whole show into a lip
I know.
thing.
Moving on.
So we've conquered fear. You can't have fear. Your tip is don't. And this is one of the things I tell kids when I do speak to children is you can't avoid doing something because you're afraid you're going to fail.
No.
You know, you cannot have that mindset that I'm not going to do this because I'm not going to be good at it, or I'm not going to succeed, I'm going to fail. And so the first thing you have to get that out of your mind is that I'm going to fail, and just go for it. Oh, Maria. Thank you, Maria. Maria says we're so much fun. You should see us at a wedding.
I know. You think this is fun?
when we have tools in our hands and brushes.
I'm telling you. I had no idea.
And everybody ends up looking so gorgeous by the end of the day that,
we don't know how that happened.
And we don't know how it happened because things are flying everywhere.
How about when we had lunch and we sat down, we were so exhausted and like my glasses were crooked and I had a pin on my hair. and I went like this and a pin dropped. And Alicia goes, how did that happen? I was pinning so much.
She stuck a pin into her hair.
But they're always happy when we get when
we're done, everybody always looks beautiful at the end of it.
And I'm amazed that we did what we did because sometimes it's like performing surgery when you're looking at this. Some of these hairstyles that they come up with and they say, this is what I want my hair to look like.
Oh, gosh, I know. And the braids are killing you.
Oh,
but that's okay.
We won't go there with the braids.
We won't go there with the braids. But anyway, it's such a pleasure to have you on. And she's here visiting. She's working down here for a few weeks in South Florida. And she's down here from New York, but I'm so glad she's able to come here on the show.
Too.
And thank you, Maria, and everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today and for all the comments on Facebook and on Periscope. Thank you for joining. And I look forward to see. Yes, Alicia, I know you can relate because she's also a fellow hair and makeup artist.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, we got stories, don't we?
And so I just want to say thank you so much. And don't forget to support the Boys and Girls Club. Like I said, I'm looking for 100 friends to donate $10. Go to my website, acradio.live, and there's information for how to connect to Maria on my website as well, acradio.live. I will see you next week, which will be May already. No, I'm sorry, April.
Yeah.
Happy Easter, everyone. Stay safe. Have a great week, and I'll see you then. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.
Bye.
A wise friend always says to me, we have a finite number of minutes to spend. And just like you can only spend $1 once, you can only spend 1 minute once. It's your choice. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend some of your minutes with me on my show. I wish you love, health, and happiness to live your life with audacious confidence. I love you, and we'll see you next time.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of